How you doing?
Hey John, how you doing?
I'm good. You're the guy who invented this, right?
Yeah, yeah, you're talking
I
to the
watched your
founder.
videos, man. I watched them.
Thank you, thank you. We almost did business with Raymond James. I used to work at a charter school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the most painful project in the history of finance. We were switching from a defined contribution to defined benefit
Benefit
to
to a defined
401k.
contribution.
Yeah, it was painful. I was trying to explain to my manager at the time that yes, I do work in finance, but this is a very specific thing that
A
you
whole nother world.
don't. Huh?
Freezing that thing, freezing it, getting the values, rolling them in, teaching people about contribution. Yeah, it's a lot. It's what we do.
Yeah, so I saw that and I thought I always tell people that story. I'm like, ooh, it was just so much. Anyways, yeah, I'm the founder. I created it to help coaches and help parents help their kids get better. So just quickly tell me about your team and sort of what you're looking for.
Yeah, so I'm just a member of the Booster Club, and we have a coach. This will be going into his third year. So his first year it was kind of like, drinking from the fire hose. This year he's able to get things kind of settled. Now we're looking to kind of grow the program. Um, in the off season, he's one person, so he can't be with the kids every single day. So the thought is, what kind of tools and resources could we make available to him and to the kids to get them to train doing the things he wants them to do, but on their own or in small groups or whatever. Um, our little boys play. So that my son's on the high school team. We have twins who are 11 and they play soccer and their team has Techni, which I'm sure you know what it is. So when I started explaining what these tools are, I just Googled the top ones and yours came up number one. So that's why I reached out because I think it could be a good fit for what we're maybe trying to do with these kids. So these are high school age kids, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th graders who um, just need maybe some structure and accountability around working technically with the soccer ball on their own so that when we go outside in the spring, they've gotten 100,000 touches or 150,000 touches and can, be better players.
Yeah, so
That kind of makes sense.
it makes a lot of sense, and it's the profile of a lot of of our customers, I guess you say, who want the kids to get extra touches at home, want some structure, want some accountability, and want a program that doesn't overwhelm them. That's why the average video is only 5 minutes. It follows a very logical progression, which I'm going to show you. And you can create unlimited teams and you can see that the kids are doing it. And even for the coach, they can create a team contest. It's very easy. And if you're going to do it in the off season, you can create a team contest that lasts for those couple of months and then see how kids do it. And it's just really cool. So let me show you real
And you're
quick.
videoing this, right?
Yes,
So when we're done, after you show it to me, can I have the video to show to the rest of the crew?
I can share the video with you. I'll put it onto a Google Drive and you can keep with the coach anytime.
Okay. And obviously you need to, like, this isn't my decision. I'm just doing a little bit of research for the group. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
and that's fine. And we're going to keep it really short too. And I'll send you some additional resources. The main things to remember is it's really cheap. So I heard you mention Technique, but I found that to be prohibitively expensive as a volunteer coach and a parent. The
Yeah,
next,
it's like 129 bucks a month for a team, I think.
yeah, the next thing is so this is only $5 per player per year.
Oh,
The
geez.
next
Okay.
thing is you'll see when you get into the weeds. Again, every video is 100% follow along. And because I'm a parent and have a background in education, I designed it so it would not be overwhelming to the kids. Most soccer people don't think in this way. And then you can create teams and assign homework, and we're constantly adding additional features.
Cool.
So it's a web application, but it looks great on your mobile phone, but it's a web application. We recommend everyone sign in via the single sign-on. That's easy. And
Yeah,
then
the
they
kids would all use their phones, I guess, to do this thing, right?
Yeah, I use my phone 99.9% of the time. So it looks great on the phone, and you'll see. I'm pretty much only use my phone, except the only time I don't use my phone is sometimes I like to go on the computer and set up the training plan for my son. And it's just easier to click the buttons on a computer versus on the phone.
So like, for example, our coach or whoever he would assign to do this, there's three other assistants could like sit on a laptop at home on a Sunday and just fire the stuff out at the kids.
Yeah, so let me show you how it looks. So you have unlimited teams. That's number one. Once you create a team and your players join the team, then you assign homework. These are the homework folders that have been assigned, and you can add tags to them if you want. So if you have, for whatever reason, you want kids to do something this differently or that differently, you just add a tag. So for example, this is literally my training group that I work with. I work with them individually, so they're all on different levels. And you can see how I've added tags and I call out the players when I need to.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
So those are the tags, and you can add unlimited tags. So if I want them to do something on Mondays, I tell them to do this. I just tag it, and it's unlimited, and it's really, really easy. By the time you guys come on board, you'll be able to tag the actual player as well, in addition to these free tags. But we wanted these free tags as well. Now, a team, this is what a team looks like. So you can see that it shows you how many videos they've done for that period. You can set a team goal. And when you set the team goal, you'll see when you set the team goal, they get a green check when they reach it. It's
So he could
really that
even break
simple.
our team down into smaller teams to make it like a competition.
Yeah. So first of all, you can create unlimited teams. So you can create a team based on your real life team, but you can also create a team however you want to do it. It's unlimited and it's super easy and it's free. It's best to think of these as training groups. So then you go here, you click here, and you can edit the goal and edit the team. It's really easy. Okay. So let's say I wanted the monthly goal to be 10 videos for the purposes of this instead of 120. Notice here how the kids now have a green check. That means they did it. Okay.
Yep.
You can also, so by the time you guys come on board, this will come by the end of the week. When the kids finish a folder, and I'm going to show you what that looks like, what a folder looks like inside. It's going to be a button here, they click it, and it's going to send an email to the coach, letting the coach know that they've completed all the videos in this folder. That's going to be really cool.
So and a folder would be like maybe one day's work, like your Monday workout.
No, a folder is going to be a lot of videos, and I'm going to show you in a second though. So, so the program is, and I'm going to show you, it's set up by skill areas: juggling, ball mastery, dribbling. And then within those skill areas, you have programs, very easy, you'll see. And those programs are set up are by folders, and you'll see. And so what the coach is doing is he's pinning the folders to the homework, and I'm going to show you. And then when the kid finishes all the videos in the folder, which I'm going to show you, they'll come here. This is coming very quickly, and they'll click a button, and it'll let them know. It'll send a message to coach that the video has completed. I mean, they've completed all the videos in the folder, and I'm going to show you. The coach can also click this button, and it automatically sends an email to everyone on the team that homework has been assigned. And I'll show you what that looks like in my inbox. It's really, really simple. It's really simple. And I'm gonna pull my inbox up so you can see what I'm talking about really quickly. But yeah, once they assign homework, they just click that button. And I'm looking at my other screen, and it lets everyone know that they've assigned homeworks just to prod them. And I'm gonna show you this.
And then like weekly on Team Snap, they could post a leaderboard or something.
Yeah, so they can post a leaderboard. They can make it their own. We're adding additional competitions, which I'm going to show you. And we're going to add a feature where you can download the leaderboard as well. But yeah, so this is what the kids receive. Everybody on the team receives when the coach clicks that email. I mean, clicks that button to letting them know that they have homework. Another thing too is you can create team competitions. So the coach creates a competition. So you just say new contest and you fill in the information you want. We're not going to fill in anything, but you select the goal. No, I'm sorry, the prize that you want, the prize for the top player and the prize for the team. If you don't put anything, it's just going to say coach surprise. So this is pretty cool too, because see how it says coach surprise and I put top player Amazon gift card, because now the kids are competing in that actual specific contest.
You got to get
Adding
on.
more and
You
more
got to
stuff.
get on those kids at the bottom.
Yeah, and you got to get on the kids at the bottom. And the reality is that is always going to be the hardest part, right? Getting everybody super motivated to do it. Now, this is a hodgepodge team because some of these are like my friends and kids I train, and then maybe I stop training them. And so you have that going on. This is another team. I'm helping this coach out. You can kind of see how he's an actual coach and they're actually on the team. So they're a little bit more inclined to do it because the coach is probably telling them that, you need to do it. And he's put Coach Surprise for the team reward in a mystery jersey. And you can see how the kids can load their profile pictures or they get a nice avatar. So it's another way you can stay connected over the summer, right? It's a complete no-brainer.
Yeah, this would be over the winter for us.
Huh?
This would be over the winter for us.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, it'll be over the winter. Now let me go back to this team because I'm gonna send a mess. So when you create a team contest, you just send this button, click this button, and it sends everyone an email letting them know that you've created a team contest. And it looks. You also get your weekly team stats emailed to you every week. So you see this particular team. I'm on their team, so the coach and everyone gets us team stats, letting them know how many videos they've done. And we're adding more and more bells and whistles. Here is letting them know that they just started a team competition. The kids love that. And then the final thing, like I was telling you, if I can get to it quickly, is
Will you be able, at some point, do you think you'll be able to text the stuff out to the kids?
so I want to add a text feature because obviously a lot of people use text messages. Right now, you can't, but that's something we'll probably add in the future because I
Okay.
do agree. But the thing that we're adding, like within this week, is going to be the ability for the kids to let the coach know they finished the folder. And then we got to add some reporting stuff. And then we're going to add some more micro competitions. And then I might look to do it on the text. All right. So here's the final piece. We try to make it very comprehensive, but also very easy for them to use. And it's a balance you have to strike. So this is the information we give the parents. And this is the only instructions the parents really have to remember. They log in, they click my homework. Now I have a few teams on here, but they are only going to have the one team. And they click the my homework folder.
So this would be, so these are high school age kids, so the kids would actually be doing this.
Totally fine. So they click my homework and then they see what they need to do. Now, one of the things we tell the kids or the parents to do is once you see what the coach has told you to do, you have the tags in the other one. If you click this button, you can add it to your favorites. That way, if there's a situation where the coach wants them to do something different, just ask them to add it to their favorites. It's right here.
Okay.
This is the same way the coach assigns homework. For the kids, they won't see a pop-up or the user, only the coach will see this pop-up. it'll just automatically go to their favorites when they do it. But for the coach, this pop-up will come and they simply need to click the button, click the check to add it to the homework. It's that easy, period. Now, when they finish a folder, let's say they finish all the videos in the folder and they're done with that. And I'm going to show you how this works in a second. They simply click the I and it moves it away. It hides it. And I'm going to show you why that's important in a second. And finally, depending on the age of the kids, we recommend they get started with the get started section. So the coach comes in and pins it. But for your coach, what we would do, if you tell me they're high school, we'll go ahead and get some homework set up for them initially so that the coach understands sort of how it works, and then they can make adjustments. Now, here is the final thing. The secret sauce is in the comprehensiveness of the program. So the best way to think about it is it's almost like you have a library of individual training sessions. And those individual training sessions are organized by skill area. And then what the coach is doing is saying, okay, I want my kids to do this, I want my kids to do that, I want my kids to do that. And they just go here and they pick what they want the kids to do. And this is how they add it to their homework. So for example, for a high school age kid, they would start juggling around either the juggle bounce or they could do some advanced juggling, right? And the coach would simply click the pin button and put it here. The families and the kids can do the same thing if they want to. They don't have to wait on the coach. They can click all programs, click this button, add it to their favorites. That's the best way to do it. But it has,
So the kid can always do more than the coach is asking them to do.
oh, totally. They can always do more. We give them information, and it's a lot of content, which I'm going to show you. But what they're doing is they're going to the content, and this is how I do training sessions with my sons, and they're just clicking the gray button and adding it to their favorites. And once they add it to their favorites, they're just going here and working their way down.
Okay, so like when the coaches are picking and they see passing, wall, and receiving, for example. So wall passing is something. So if you click on one of the workouts, does it show you what it is?
Yes. So now I'm going to show you how the content works. When you click inside of the folder, you get to the videos. There are thousands of videos, obviously they're in containers though, and it walks you through and you do each video just like an exercise video. And the way the program is set up is it introduces one move at a time and then it starts combining it. So it makes it super easy for them to follow at home. So let me give you an example. If you click this, see how the video is only 4 minutes? I'm not sure, can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So normally there's like a 20 to 30 second introduction. It just depends.
Pass, right foot on.
So it shows them what they need to do.
Begin.
And then after they do it, it records that they did it, right?
Yeah, so let's be clear about something. So they're doing this at the exact same time, just like an exercise video, and they're going to do it for 30 seconds, okay? Then after they do it for 30 seconds, they're going to hear a beep. Hold on. And I'm going to show you what happens after that.
Next up,
And they're going to do this video for 4 minutes, interval based. When they finish, they get a green check automatically. It's automatic. And it records that they did the video in the team homework. It also records it in their reports. And they just crank through them, right? But what makes it so cool is they're doing one touch right foot on, one touch left foot on. Now they're going to do one touch alternating feet. And then they're going to review these three moves they just did in this single video, and they're going to do that again. All right. If you did one touch, now you got to do two touch right foot on, two touch left foot on. Of course, the kids, especially high school age, they can take liberties on, which we explained to them in the video, how far they are, what they're trying to get out of it. But it's the same exact process. Then they doing, if you did one touch, one touch, now you got to do two touch. All right. Now you're
So
doing dead
in
stuff.
theory, could the coach say, I want you 3 times a week to do these series of videos, which combined total are going to take 30 minutes or something? And it'll start out with like whatever, and then go to juggling, then to ball mastery, then to cones, then to wall, then to, so he could literally design it so that they just go in and it's just in order, boom, it's done for the week or that day, and they're supposed to do it 3 times in the week.
Yes. Yeah, so that's exactly right. So I want to emphasize that when they're doing it, because in-home training is a different animal than outside. So if he assigns wall passing, which by the way, we give him an entire list, like a spreadsheet thing that kind of shows him exactly what to do. If he assigns wall passing, he's going to have the peace of mind of knowing if they do all the videos in the first folder, that it'll take them a couple of weeks. They're going to hit all of the key wall passing skills. In this first folder, they're doing the inside foot one touch, outside foot one. I'm sorry, inside foot one touch, inside foot two touch. They're stopping the ball and passing it, and they're using their laces, right? And he's going to know that. And then he's going to know that if I do that with wall passing, ball mastery is going to be exactly the same thing. But at high school age, they would assign more, which we tell them, so you don't have to memorize this. They assign more programs. So they may assign the 1,000 touch, the 1 cone, and the 2 cone, because the kids can, at high school age, they can understand it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and let me show you what I mean by that. By that they can understand it. So here he may assign ball mastery, and he may say, okay, I want you guys to do the 1,000 touch program. So boom, they're doing this. But I want you to follow that in order. But because you're in high school, I also have assigned a 2 cone ball mastery, right? And I'm not overly concerned about their level, because the way the program is set up, it reinforces the skills. So you saw they was just doing the Iniesta. Well, this time they're doing the Iniesta, but they're doing a solo. So everything is completely mapped out. The only thing the coach has to invest some time in understanding is that these are skill areas, and the skill areas have programs. That's it. So if the coach says, I want them to work on 1v1, I just did a video on this. Every possible 1v1 move is already mapped out. So you got to do a body feint with your to the right, and body feint left, and then dribble to the right. Okay, but what it does now, if you did it single time, eventually you need to do it double. But what it does is it makes it where it's really easy for the kids.
Next up, double fake and take. Right.
It's not random. It's very easy for them to say, okay, to build on. And then, maybe we'll get to scissors. If you do single scissors, eventually you got to do double scissors. They don't even have to look at the phone. They're going to know, okay, I just did all these single scissors. Just did that. Okay, man, if I just did that, I know now I gotta, I gotta do double scissors. But it introduces one move, but it also has these review videos where it puts them all together. And they can obviously take liberties on their setup, but the same move, but the move and the instructions are there. It's really that simple.
So he would go through, or somebody would go through, if he would assign it to like another coach, and like build these workouts based on what they want the kids to get better at in the next week, next month, and over time could like build on it as we approach the season, and maybe in the beginning do inside stuff because it's going to be winter, and then in the spring start getting kids outside.
That's exactly right. So you get us to help you. So we can, whatever questions they have, and we can jump in and give them recommendations. But you see this coach, he emailed us and said, hey, can you help me set up the training sessions for the next month for my kids? And then you see how I put a tag here and I said bonus, because I'm not sure if how, the kids may or may not want to do it. So I just tagged it as bonus. You may tag it as outside. You may tag it as winter. They have complete control over how they want to do it. He may
So
tag it as beginner.
is each one of those like a workout per se?
The tags are. So this particular session, they're going to do a juggling warm-up.
Yeah,
Then
their session.
kick
Right.
and catch, and then they're going to do ball mastery. These kids are a little young, and they're going to do Ronaldinho freestyle juggling.
Oh, okay. So they would go down through it.
Yes. But then what we recommend and what we send to the parents is, once you see this, go ahead and just add it to your favorites.
Okay.
You can do that as well. Then when they finish all the videos in a folder, they can let the coach know.
So maybe like they could do like one folder per week and say, oh, you got to do the folder 3 times or something like that.
Well, it takes them a while to get through a folder, and we
Okay.
actually don't recommend they repeat videos because of the way the progression works.
Oh, okay.
It's best to think about you just guiding them to the skill areas you want them to do, because
Okay.
the curriculum has already been mapped out for them, and it's designed for in-home training. So the biggest thing is the coach and you guys have is technology, so you have complete control over how you use it. But the best thing is the hardest thing to convince the coaches sometimes is you actually don't have to think about it. As long as you get them doing ball mastery, juggling, 1v1, some dribbling, it's going to go through the entire genome. So they don't have to overthink it in the sense of, let's say the coach says, I want them to work on tight space dribbling, figure 8, 3-cone dribbling. They do need to look and understand it a little bit, but after that, it takes care of it. So in this case, I'm dribbling with a dribble weave with my right foot on. Then I'm going to do a dribble weave with my left foot on, which, by the way, we can tag for the coach to help them understand it. They do need to glance at the video to understand, but once they see it, they say, okay, I understand what he's doing. He's dribbling around 3 cones with his right foot, his left foot. He's going to do that with the outside of his foot only. He's going to do that with the inside of his foot only. They're going to constantly review that.
So can you just show me, like, let's say the coach assigns this homework. What's it look like when it comes to the kid?
So what it looks
You get
like.
what I'm saying? Like I'm 16 years old and I get this email and then it comes in and it's okay, it's Monday. I got to learn how to do something. Let's go. What?
So this is what it looks like to the kid. They have two choices. They hit my homework and they're going to see their team and they get started. That's one way.
So how do they know how much of that to do?
So
Or are each one of those one exercise?
yeah, so each one is it's one folder though.
Oh, okay.
So the coach will have, and you have to talk to them a little bit, but the bottom line is, so here, the coach will have told them, I want you guys to do 30 minutes, or I want you to 10 videos a week. And he's going to tell them, these are the ones I want you to do. He's going to say, this is what I want you to do. The coach has the option. They can tag in and say, I want you to do this on Monday. I want you to do this on Saturday if that's what they want to do.
Okay.
Or they can just
Those
say,
aren't folders. Those are individual exercises.
no, these are the folders, and they click in there and they do the exercise, and they're going to see what they finished because they automatically get a green check.
Can it go all the way down to the specific? Could the coach like literally pick, here's the 15 exercises I want you to do on a Monday, specific to the exercise?
No, they can tell them the folder right now. They will have to email them. So what the coach can't do at the moment, and it would be because it's hard enough to get the coach to check their email. It's very
Yeah, I
difficult.
get it. Everyone's busy.
So what they can't do right now is go in and say, because we played around that and we will eventually add it. I want you to do, this one, because the video is only 4 minutes. Most of them are only 5 minutes. If they
Okay.
blast through that folder, they're going to cover everything.
Perfect. And this is $5 a year per kid
Per kid. It's a
for
completely
the whole thing.
everything.
So
And on
we,
top of that, when the subscription ends, it's not even a subscription, it's a payment, and then you have to renew it. You still have the team and the kids still have access to the free content.
so if we have 40 kids, it's $200 a year for all the content, blue in the face.
Everything. And you get us helping you. So all those questions you asked, we can help you. We can, just like this coach, he emailed us, we will hop in. This coach emailed us and said, hey, can you set the next round of homework? And we just hopped in and did it, and we did it sessions. We'll do that for you as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can you send me this, I guess, this video, or put it in a Google folder that I can then forward on to our other team members for evaluation? I mean, like I said, I can't make these decisions on my own. We're just trying to give the kids resources that they can get better on their own without having to look through 800 YouTube videos or whatever, and actually having some level of accountability. Like if there's a leaderboard and it's going to be published, kids are going to be like, whoa, I'm number 27. Maybe I need to get moving a little bit.
Yeah. And so you can also, which we didn't show you, we're going to do a consolidated report. But right now you can still click. By the way, you can send them a message because sometimes you don't even remember their emails. But you can click here and you can see what they've been doing. We're going to add a consolidated report where everybody's on the same page. But the bottom line is when they come back, and I'm not saying you would use this as a carrot and sticks thing, but it will give you a touch point, like who has been working over the winter. It's just more data to help you guys, whatever decisions you're making around kids. And you can send people a message. So you can always send messages. So even though we want the technology to make it where you don't have to do anything, the coach still has to,
We're going to have to load the team in, and then he's going to
well,
need
we
to
do
do
that
that.
for you. We do that
Oh,
for you.
okay.
But the coach, still has to talk to them. But you
Yeah.
can send a message, you can send a message to the whole team. You can send a message to an individual saying, hey,
But my point is, whoever's doing this could do it from the comfort of their own home on a Sunday watching the Eagles play, rather than having to be there 3-4 times a week with kids for over an hour at a time.
bingo. And you can have multiple coaches on the team. So you see how this has two? You can have unlimited.
So he could like assign one of the assistant coaches, like you're gonna be the soccer app coach.
It's easy. Yep. Or a team mom or dad.
Cool. $5 a year.
Yep.
What do you got? I hope you get like 5 million users.
Well, right now I'm trying to get 5, but the goal is for this to sit in the background and be a resource that the kids can take advantage of. And we work together to change the culture. And I don't want any barriers. And we just wanted to be a add-on that all clubs have. It's just a no-brainer, just like Team Snap.
Cool. What else? What are we missing here? Anything?
No. And I'm telling you, don't have to memorize this. We do demos for the coach. If the coach has any questions, they email us. We can jump in and assign the initial homework and say, hey, based on what you said, this is what we recommend the kids get started with. And by the time you guys come on board, there's going to be even more features to make it more user friendly.
Cool.
I appreciate it.
So I honestly, I really appreciate your time, Neil. Thank you so much. And actually, I'm going to send this to our club too, because if it's $5 a kid per year, that's a lot different than $129 a month.
I know. That's why we created it. And I know I try to tackle I am a solopreneur. Every barrier to this very niche thing, I tried to knock out.
Awesome. Well, you've done a heck of a job. Is this your full-time gig now?
No, not yet. That's the goal though.
So you're still kind of a startup? How long have you been doing this?
So I've been working on this for 3 years, but 2 years the vision had came together. The first year was a lot of research and tech stuff, but the 2 years of the vision is finally materialized.
So like I played football, so I don't know anything about soccer, right? But I want to help my kids get better at it. And I'm literally the dad who's on YouTube trying to find videos, piece this thing together. And I have no idea if what I'm doing is right or wrong, but this would be very helpful.
I appreciate it. Okay.
So you're going to send that to me and then we can be in touch.
You're going to get some emails from us. Don't worry.
All right. Thanks, my friend. You have a great day.
All right. Take care.
Goodbye.